Option A, hide as much as you can, get hunted down, killed, and mutilated by a bounty hunter. Oh, that doesn't sound very fun at all. Oh man, if he's there... Oh, he's behind the thing. If I can get one more. Where are you, dude? Oh, he's alerted, but he's sitting down. Took his face off again? Nice. Should be double reward points for... Yep, yeah, you're right, we did. There's a few buildings here, so I want to be very careful that no one's sort of sitting off to the side somewhere. Death happens rather quickly when it does. A little too quickly sometimes. Almost like a hint of realism that just because you're level 6 now, you don't have 4 times as many hit points as the enemy has bullets. Appreciate that in the game. Or is it a vending machine? It's kind of strange how you get experience for finding the vending machine. If that's just one of the quirks of the game. See, vending machine, that'd be a good option. You go to the vending machine and that's a save point. You can just save at a vending machine. So the argument would get put out there by the person who ultimately had the final decision on the save system would be, oh, but then people would just do a kill and like you now would go back and save at the vending machine. It's like, yeah, but nothing's stopping me from going back to the ship and saving there. And they'll be like, yeah, but you won't because it's far away. It's like, what do you care, dude? Why do you care? Why do you care? Why are you even here? You got me there, devs. Yeah. The thing is that when it comes down to it, though, you can... People will. I've done it, where I'm like, I'm not going to go back and save. I'll just keep pushing on. Then you die. Then you do it again, and you die again. You do it again, you die again. And then finally, at some point, you're like, okay, I'm just going to go save after I do this. Because I've finally learnt my lesson. But a lot of people don't. it's very embittering when you are kind of forced to play differently than how you like. Because, you know, there's too much at stake for playing through. Yeah, minimum number of time or something. Like, there's certain ways to get around it, because when you sort of have a map and it was laid out really good and the quests were made sense for location wise, and you're like, okay, I want to come up here and do this and do something, and my dude would keep pushing on and then would keep pushing on. You know, the only reason we stopped is we died, and it's not like we got whittled down over time. Now our weapon did get whittled down, but you're trying to roleplay, and the roleplay wouldn't, the character wouldn't be like, oh, I've just killed 2 guys, better go run back to my ship. Sleep it off. I guess the other thing with save, like, if there's a minimum time, what you do is you'd be like, okay, I'm just going to sit here and wait. You know. And it's sort of, for a lot of people, it'll put them in a position where they now have to play differently to be able to play than what they want, and it becomes awkward and uncomfortable. And that becomes their perception of the game. And that's what they tell their friends or people that consider buying it. Yeah, it would be good, but I wonder what that is. Is that something I missed, or is that the vending machines, you think? It is, it's a vending machine. There we go. I was only looking at the little green icon. I wasn't looking at it as an overall. But yeah, vending machine. Hey, don't make fun of my cardboard rifle. Does fine for the first 3 shots. Yeah. It's one of the I don't know if it happened here. I don't think it did. I think it's just sort of, that's how game systems have been put in a lot of games. Where the idea of difficulty is, oh, what's that? Light assault rifle. You gotta ask yourself, why are these guys just dead? Out in the open. Why are the machines just lying around? Turns out there's a reason. And that reason didn't see you, so you back away. I want to have a shot at it, right? Like, I really want to have a shot at it. What is it going to give me, though? Oh, there's like little puppos, and then big bro, and then big bad dad. Like, I'm not going to get some epic item from that. I'm very likely just going to get some death. Served up quite swiftly. Reload before I chance. I'm not going to chance it, but yeah, the reload suggestion's quite valid. Oh, hang on. Yeah, there are guys up here. You better check on that, Wagner. No one likes burnt lunch. These are the guys that would give me all that grief before. I've got an opportunity just to ignore them, or to have them kill me one more time. I mean, I know what I want to do.
Move along, stranger. We don't want any trouble. I don't know you. Whatever you're looking for, it ain't here. Move along.
Looking for Adelaide. I need some answers.
Answers, huh? You must be one of those philosophicals. Already got ourselves one of those.
Reed said something about former workers living out in the wilderness.
Yeah, that's us. And you can tell Thompson we're doing just fine by ourselves. If you're gonna start wandering around my camp, know that I got my sights on you.
Okay. Where can I find Adelaide?
Over in the hothouse, tending crop. Enough with the questions. No offense, but I've got a lot on my mind.
Okay. Trouble with marauders?
You don't know what enough with the questions means? No, I'm sorry. That was unworthy of me. Lady named Zoe went missing some nights ago. Just up and vanished without a trace. Now I'm pacing around wondering if marauders got to her.
Was Zoe that girl at the camp? Oh yeah, top one. I met her with Zoe. She was in a marauders camp, yeah.
Thank the Eternal. Wait, Marauder camp? Is she all right?
She's become one of them. Calls herself Queen of the Marauders.
Queen of the Marauders, huh? That's what comes of watching serials.
Yep.
Rots your gray. If you could bring her home, I'd be obliged. And if you could cross off some marauders on the way, I'd be much obliged.
Let's ask some questions about Zoe
I'll
first.
tell you what I can.
How well do you know her?
Well, enough to know we never got on. Zoe and Stefan were close. If anybody knows the workings of her mind, he does.
You seem so personal. Can't imagine how you didn't get on with her.
She was lazy and thoughtless, but she's still one of our own.
All right, let's speak to Stefan so we
What
can get
is
some
it?
information on Zoe and maybe use that to convince her. I'll leave you be. No, I'll check out all the houses down here first.
Keep your wits about you, friend.
Okay. I mean, there's no one here we could steal. These guys seem like nice people, though.
You hungry? We got canid ribs,
Convenient.
canid flank, Canid snout, too. Something I can help you with?
I'm told one of your numbers has gone missing.
You mean Zoe? Yeah, we were pretty close. Not like her to go loping off.
Tell me what happened on the day Zoe disappeared.
Zoe and I were going to watch the serials, as is our custom. She never turned up. I looked around, but she was nowhere to be found. You sound like some type of corporate fixer asking all these questions.
No, just ignore it. Tell me a little about Zoe instead.
Zoe was always obsessed with this serial. Masked Marketeer. A scion of Byzantium turns to banditry and teaches his marauder companions the wisdom of free market economics. Shame she up and vanished when she did. I had a surprise lined up for her.
What was that about surprising Zoe?
The other day I got my hands on a genuine copy of the latest Masked Marketeer. I was gonna surprise Zoe with it, but she was gone the next day.
That'll get her to come back. Any chance you can lend me to that copy? Yeah.
Not much of a chance, no. Mind if I ask why you're interested?
Zoe's living with marauders nearby and needs something to tempt her back to camp.
Zoe's living with marauders? Yeah, that sounds like the sort of sideways, sprat-brained plan Zoe'd come up with. Yeah, it could be you're telling the truth. Or maybe you're trying to wheedle me into relinquishing my only copy of the Masked Marketeer. It's a collector's edition after all.
Let's go persuade. Look at my face. Do I look like I give a damn about your show?
Yeah, you're probably right. A true fan would have displayed a gleam in their eye upon hearing the words collector's edition. Here you go. Latest copy of the Masked Marketeer. Tell Zoe we're all waiting on her.
I got some more questions about Zoe, maybe.
I'll help if I can.
Man without hair. Was she acting strange before she disappeared?
Can't say I recall Zoe ever acting strange. Well, except for her habit of writing things down on scraps of paper. She called it journaling, but I think it's just plain odd.
I don't know why Twitch let you do that, man. Wagner, I'd turn that off.
Hey, I got time.
We'll fix those points up, though. All of them got adopted, man. We'll let you know when they go up for readoption. You can steal one. I mean, repurposely adoption one from someone.
Fresh off the limb, and that includes canid meat.
Ooh, that's like a cool revolver, but I don't use a revolver. Oh, that means someone's going to have like a legendary thing. Let's buy some nanas. Oh, sell my junk. Blood on stick, sell that. Those ones can just get. No. Get out of the way, idiot. Dude, seriously, get out of the way. I'll beat you where you stand, soldier. Stealing. That dude's watching me. Sniper's the only gun that doesn't have legendary. Dang it. Oh, I think I stole something. I'm sorry. I just pull my paper. You have to go ahead. Zoe's journal. Today's the day, Zoe. Today's the day you take your destiny in your own hands. Been listening to Grace talk about marauder threat. Bands of wild, free-spirited bandits living in camps out in the hills, warming themselves with light of barrel fires. Probably mounted the heads of their enemies on spikes as warning to folk like me. Living a life of comfort and ease, free of any rules. I bet they could take the whole region if they were organised. Been tucking away some of Adelaide's food, and I've got some spare cans of salt tuna. Should give me a couple of weeks if I ration. Got some Adrena time too. Everybody loves Adrena time. Even marauders, right? I got odds those marauders will let me throw in with them if I dangle a couple of syringes of Adrena time before their eyes. This is going to be great. Look out, Terra 2. Bandit Queen Zoe's origin story just begun. I'm going to have a whole gang of marauders at my beck and call. Maybe I can even score some Rizzos. Wow, she was dead set crazy. That's it then. No more Edgewater for me. No more cannery. No more jumpsuits and gloves. Yes, ma'ams. And would you like another's? I'm writing this down for posterity's sake. I don't know why I'm writing this down for posterity's sake, because maybe someone on a distant planet will come thumping in here and need to have some exposition. Oh, everybody gets sick. Blah, blah, blah. She already told us that. Poor Zoe. Poor, stupid Zoe. Repurposing the botanical lab, doing stuff with flowers. That's the flower lady. Hello.
If you're hungry, there's meat turning on the spit outside. If you're bearing illness, find a place to lay your head down and I'll fetch you a poultice. Whatever your troubles with Edgewater, leave them at the gates and be welcomed here. Any questions, dear?
You must be Adelaide.
I have been called that, among other things. Green Thumb, grandmother, the strange old lady who keeps flowers. But yes, Adelaide will do just fine. Are you staying long? You should try some of my tobaccorn tea. I brew it in an old
Tobaccorn
spittoon,
tea.
but it's been cleaned.
Looks like you made a home for yourself out here.
A home for anyone who's ever turned their backs on Edgewater. A home for those of us with nowhere left to go and nothing to lose. So, like the spores of the puffball, cast on the wind and alighting on fresh soil, we put down new roots.
And why did you leave your old home?
It is an unpleasant story, dear. But the short of it is that sometimes one wakes up and realizes the place that was once her home for much of her life has changed. The home in which we spent our lives has left us behind, and so we must move on. And that is as much as I will say on the subject.
Okay. Reed sent me to make peace with you.
Reed Thompson? You here on behalf of that cold-eyed reptile? Let's hear it. What's Reed's idea of peace, then?
I think it is Demon Thorn. Something about coming back to town or losing power. I wasn't really listening. You live enough power that belongs to the town, come back to the cannery. That's about it.
Like everything else that comes out of Edgewater, that peace offering is canned. I and my own are living just fine out here by ourselves.
Reed asked me to divert your power over to him. He mentioned a geothermal plant.
He would do such a thing. The question is, why would you agree to his plans?
Your camp has a power regulator. I need it to repair my ship.
Cannery's got a regulator. You want ship parts, you ought to rip them out of the cannery's guts and leave us be. If you're going down to the plant, you should divert power away from Edgewater and toward our end of the grid,
Ooh.
Think about it. You'd be liberating an entire town from a lifetime of service to that odious cannery. Seems the sort of thing a hero would do.
Well, I could be a hero. Mild-mannered little old rescued from somewhere to be a hero to a whole bunch of people up in space. Why not add another 20 people to it? What have you got against the town?
You've seen that miserable excuse for a town with your own lamps.
Yeah, it's a poop
Hollowed
hole.
out workers laboring their lives away at the cannery, living off whatever scrap Spacer's choice throws them.
Let's say I help you. What happens to Edgewater?
Life in Edgewater grinds to a halt. The cannery shuts down, workers desert in droves, and our own little camp grows and thrives.
You think Reed's just trying to spite you?
You bring power to Reed's town and you'll be killing us. Reed knows it. He's counting on it.
Reed was a bit of a jerk. I'll consider it.
I trust you will listen to your conscience.
I'm kind of hoping Reed would pony up some more money. So Deliverer's Reed message is still X'd off. You entered the geothermal plant without first speaking to Adelaide. Adelaide proposed you divert the geothermal plant output to the botanical lab. Now we're going to have to choose one of those. Okay. We can turn that one in. Oh, we can get Zoe to return. So I guess that's what we're doing now. We're going to go get Zoe to return. Hopefully. Yeah, this place is kind of okay. I mean, compared to Edgewater, which is a serious dump hole. Why can't they be giving me this stuff? Oh, free food. It's just a little dirty. It's still good. It's still good. I wonder if this is if I divert the power. Oh, I'm pretty sure that's death. Bring Zoe back. Hand in the quest. Go to town. Hand in the finger. Alright. Divert the power to... I think we divert the power to the botanical place, right? That's the right thing to do? Yeah, you gotta go for good endings. I don't know why. I think it's because it's like some sort of rule. Wait, I'm hearing noises that I don't like. Which made me think of wildlife. Definitely thought I heard some sort of primal. One of the things, though, I did hear conversation happening when I was using my scope earlier in the game, and I didn't think much of it. I'm like, that's funny. But maybe that's it. Maybe when like I'm zoomed in, I'm hearing the dude scream that was getting shot. And that whole idea you had about the hunting rifle has been great. And before you'd mentioned that, I definitely had destroyed a couple of hunting rifles. Because I already had one. And the idea of having a second one so that I wouldn't have to repair it so often hadn't come to my mind yet. Well, hadn't come to your mind yet. Where were you earlier? I wonder if this town has had any respawn. That would suck so much.
What I wouldn't do for a Wentworth.
I've been sent to find you.
Why? Adelaide wants me back on garden duty or something? Thanks, but I'm not going anywhere. This is where I belong.
Stefan told me about your favorite cereal.
So you tracked me down just to gab about the mass marketeer? I am impressed.
Stefan wanted to watch this with you.
I see what's going on here. I'm being bribed.
Yes.
Well, it's working. I can't say no to my favorite cereal. I'll take my stuff and head on back, I suppose. Grace is going to be glaring knives at me, so I've got that to look forward to.
Take care. Well, we are going to go back there anyway, I'm guessing, to tell her about the geothermal plant. So I think we go through town. hand in the last finger, because we might not be able to hand in the finger after we've turned the power off. Can I get anti-concussion ears? That'd be nice. We've got respawns in this little village here, so we're going to bypass. And hopefully we don't run into dudes up here. Hey Naboo, very good, man. I love it. Except for respawn, it just doesn't make sense. But is what it is. That and the crappy save system, but it is what it is. Also, I should drink. And eat. Man, everything's down. Yeah, I played a little bit on Friday, and I was playing other stuff at the start of the stream. Gameplay time is probably a lot higher than actual into the game time, because, you know, limited save, death, rewind. Now it looks like we're getting closer to getting our power source for the ship. I'm going to hand in my last optional quest here and then divert some power out of... take Edgewater's power and then come back and... Although it might be good if I know where their generator is, just in case they're angry at me when I come back and there's no power.
Another day at the cannery.
Where's the police chickie? Wait. Yeah, this guy here's a jerk. I kind of feel bad for leaving Parvati here, but, you know, oh well.
Just the way it goes, I suppose.
Something to report?
I got a bounty.
We pay by the finger. What do you have for me?
There you go.
Mabel Burgess. Age 37? Right or left-handed? Let's just say no longer applicable. I remember Doc Burgess. Conducted my physical every fiscal quarter. Guess she couldn't keep her hands off her patient's medicine. Well, that's all three. I must remember to requisition some more fingerprint ink. Here's all the compensation you've earned, plus a bonus.
What's this? Junior Deputy Constable.
You've done such a bang-up job hunting down our former workers that I thought it only proper to deputize you. Congratulations.
Huh. How did so many of your people end up marauders?
Let me stop you there. It is official Spacer's Choice policy that all Marauders, regardless of prior affiliation to the Spacer's Choice brand, no longer qualify as our people.
That doesn't really answer my question.
Marauders are folk who lost the will to keep working, wandered out into the wilds and gave into their baser instincts. Not everyone's cut out to work in Edgewater. Some turn deserter, some turn marauder. None of them get my sympathy.
Wow, do we push the buttons? Yeah, I heard one of your workers shot him. Marauders seem to like adrenatime.
Everybody likes adrenatime. It is the finest medical drug ever developed by Spacer's Choice. Much better than that crap anti-Cleo pedals. Sure, a little too much adrenatime can bring out the violent animal in you, but if overdosing on adrenatime turns you into a lunatic, you have only yourself to blame. Says so right on the warning label. Violent psychosis is a well-documented and legally accounted for side effect of adrenatime. What's on your mind?
We got any other questions?
As long as your questions fall within the acceptable margins of curiosity.
That's all right. Let's get out of here. Now, where's the...
Been
I'm sure
eating
the
nothing
quest thing
but
will tell
salt
me.
tuna for a year.
Back to the ship, I
Nothing I
think.
can do about that.
Hey, Gru, how you doing, man? Alright, yeah, I think back to the ship from here. Hectic day, but feeling good? Nice, man. Alright, so we are in a very good position to wrap this up, because we already cleared out the geothermal plant the other day. I have not played the Outer Wilds. I've been told I would like that. I like the idea of liking a game. Looking at contracts sucks, man. Okay, best way to the geothermal plant is that way. Hey, Severo. Yeah, I start early on Mondays. I'm hopefully wrapping up pretty soon. It's going great, man. Yeah, really enjoying it. I think I just sort of went a longish way around. That's alright. We got up the water, we should be fine now. Nope. Take a few extra steps. It only takes like a minute longer. Stay away from the big bad, like giant gorilla dude that is going to crush you into a small cube. As long as these guys haven't respawned. Doesn't look like they have. As long as if the robots inside haven't come back to life, everything will be fine. So the plan is swap the power over to the botanical place. Take Edgewater's thing. Go swap the power over. Go tell what's-her-face we swapped it over. Hand in a quest. And then, where do I do that? I do it over here? Oh, that's right. It was up here. Man, I was about to run all the way down the bottom. Yeah, so that's the thing, like I'm playing on the hardest difficulty because I always, especially when games tell you can drop it down, and the combats felt balanced. Sometimes they get me, most of the times I get them. But the problem is on this difficulty is the limited saves, and I feel like I get hurt more than that than by the combat. And I really don't want to drop it down because I think the combat would be too easy. In which case I wouldn't need to save, but like, and that's the thing, I don't want to go through without dying. That just says the game's too easy. Wait. Redirect power. Safety failures detected. Likelihood of moderate to severe structural damage. Redirecting power is an irreversible process. Do you want to continue? Okay, do I need to... There was things downstairs to use. Master control terminal. Yeah, ship only. Redirect power to botanical laboratory. Okay. Retrieve the power regulator. Okay, so all of those were entrances into Edgewater. So we could just leave. Yeah, for the most part it's okay, but there have been some times where it's like, oh man, this is more pain than it needed to be. But like I said, I could just drop the difficulty down, but then I'm just worried that the combat itself would be too easy. It's alright though. You just have to sort of do things a little less fluid, a bit more unnatural. Like you progress a little bit and do something with a decent chunk. Learn by getting killed, and then go back and do it again. But then fast travel back to the ship, and then just run back out. And stuff around here is not that far away, so. Yeah, you kind of play like you only have one life. But it is frustrating because everything's going fine. So you think, okay, I've got full health, I've got ammo, I'm all good. I'll go, I did this little section, let's go over here. You go die over there, and you've got to come back and do this section. But if you go one-shot that, you don't have to, And so there's this thing, like, you're like, was I being greedy? Like, there was a couple of times I was being greedy. I'd taken hits, I shouldn't have been fighting. Should have just gone back, rested, come back, done another round.
What is it?
I talked Zoe into coming back.
We didn't always get along, but I'm glad to know she's safe. What happened, anyway?
Something about wanting to be a... No, she joined up with the band of marauders. They hadn't heard her.
Zoe joined up with a band of marauders. Zoe, The same Zoe who doesn't know a barrel from a trigger. Well, I've heard stranger things. You
Everyone's
pretty
got
much
this
did my
weird
job for me.
left ear
Least I
sun
can do
interaction.
is pay you for your trouble. Let me know if I can do something for you.
Okay. Wonder if I should be speaking to What's-Her-Face about this. You've diverted Edgewater's power to the Botanical Lab. Reed must be furious. Okay, well. I wonder if they're going to shoot at me. If they are going to shoot at me, I'd probably be better running from the ship after I save, right? Is this close enough? Can I Oh, it looks like maybe you can fast travel to the ship from anywhere. The other fast travel points have just been disabled. I even have them on the map then. I guess just in case they are going to shoot at me. Oh, I didn't use it. Oh, well. Never mind then. What were you wondering about, man? If they were going to shoot at me when I get back to town. Unless they don't know about it yet. Oh man. So the wannabe famous bots have changed the have changed their message. Their short short URL. So I'm gonna have to go add the new one to the banned things. Have I changed the option to show actual stats of weapons versus base stats? Not sure. So I'm guessing probably not. I haven't, I don't have tinkering. So I haven't been able to upgrade them yet. Do I ever need to speak to Reed?
You want to know what gets my bile churning?
Oh, that's him.
Edgewater has suffered a cavalcade of disasters. Plague, marauders, desertion. Then you wandered in town. And I was so damn sure our luck was starting to turn. I never knew how right I
Look, the
was.
sun's shining in his ear.
Just answer one question for me. Why'd you do it?
Well, it's not personal. I need your power regulator. I don't owe you an explanation or to teach you a lesson. No, it's not personal. I need your power regulator.
That power regulator is company property. Whatever you were hoping to find down here, I advise you to turn around and leave. I have got guards posted with orders to fire on you.
Call off your guards. I don't want them bleeding all over my power regulator.
All right, easy now. Let's not do anything we'll regret. I'll order my guards to stand down. Take what you came for and then leave us be.
Yeah, how you like me now?
Stand down. On all of you. We're done here.
kind of want to push that, but I also want to get dialogue up. No, hang on, hang on. Okay, we've got Tinker unlocked. I want the Persuade to hit 60. Boom, that's good. Let's get some longer. Looks good. I might put stealth in later, maybe, if I think I need to, but because we're going long range. Later, dude. I think if I was doing a melee build, I'd want to go stealthy. Is that Reed?
You and I have got nothing more to say to each other.
Later, dude. Oh, we might just stay away from that. You know. Just cause. Oh, the two people that were checking stuff out here aren't here anymore. Honey, I'm home.
Captain, I have detected that the town of Edgewater is now without power. I appreciate you doing your part to hasten their demise. What can I do for you, Captain?
I have a power regulator.
Do you know how to install a power regulator?
Yeah, I know what I'm doing. Can you walk me through it?
Step 1. Pick up your power regulator.
Done.
Step 2. Approach the terminal located in our engine room. Step 3. Insert power regulator. Step 4. Celebrate. Our engine room is located behind you. Across the cargo bay, up the ladders.
Okay, I'll be back. Alright, step 1. Done. Ladders are for chumps. Taking the stairs. Wait. I can have it. I'm taking gravity. Oh! Step 2, done. Step 3, done. Step 4.
What can I do for you, Captain?
I've installed the power regulator.
All systems are operating within acceptable parameters. I am prepared to bring the unreliable into low-altitude orbit. This should prove an adequate test of our flight capabilities.
Let's get out of here. No, I didn't take any nerfs. Thanks,
We
Zephyr.
have received a communication request from Dr. Phineas Wells.
Good, I've been waiting to hear from him.
Aha, there you are. Hale and hearty, and captain of your own ship. I see you're putting the unreliable to good use. Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way? I lost track of you in that cave back there. Experiencing any, unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing, I assure you.
I've been feeling lightheaded. Also, I can slow down time.
Oh, that, yes, that's probably permanent. I wouldn't worry about it, though. I'm sure you're fine. What you saw in Emerald Vale is happening all across the colony. Food shortages, lack of supplies, and basic necessities. We're dying. The chairman, the minister, and all their lackeys on the board are to blame. The Hope has some of the brightest minds Earth ever sent us. If we can revive the Hope's colonists, they can help us undo the board's mistakes. They can help us set things right. You need to get to Stellar Bay on Monarch. I have contacts there. They'll help me, help us, find the chemicals to revive your fellow colonists. Gladys Kelly, lovely woman, runs a cozy little black marketing outfit on the Groundbreaker. She can get you a nav key to land on Stellar Bay.
Okay. We can travel to Phineas's docking bay. Fine, I'll go have a word with Gladys.
Excellent. I'll send her a wireless. Let her know you're coming. By the way, I gave Captain Hawthorne a disguise apparatus of my own design, cutting-edge technology, years ahead of its time. I call it the Holographic Shroud. I'm sure it will prove remarkably useful to you. You'll find it in the captain's quarters.
I haven't even found the captain's quarters. I'll put it to good use, thanks.
Excellent. I'll contact you once you've found a way to get to Stellar Bay. If you have any questions, come see me in my lab. And remember, don't trust the board. They'll try to win you over with promises of wealth and power.
Wealth and power.
It's a lie.
I like wealth and power.
The board's only interested in filling their own pockets. If we don't put a stop to them, they're going to run this colony to the ground.
Transmission ended. If you are ready to depart, please select a destination on your navigation terminal.
Got it. Awesome. That looks cool. Select a location on my save menu. And my autosave menu.